Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Today, a matchup that could shape the playoff picture. The division's fiercest rivalry continues right after this. Kyle Freeland is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. These Rockies guys, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Road? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Chris Taylor. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 4 for 13. He also has 1 home run. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Nunez waits on it, 2 gone.
Batting third.
A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. In his career against his opponent on the mound, he has a lifetime average of over 400. That's a lot of success, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him have some really good at-bats and make a difference in this one.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
And Blackmon will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers 0, Rockies coming up. This is Major League Baseball on the show. Julio Urias starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Here's the first pitch to him. David Dahl is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, Dero, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Stepping into the box, Trevor Story. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Hey, Dero, up steps one of the best power hitters in the game. And actually, he hit one out of the ballpark in his last game.
Yeah, and I hear you talk about all the time they come in bunches for the power hitters, and that's certainly the case right here. Better be very careful throwing anything over the heart of the plate today.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Story just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
1-1.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Aronado. He's hit in 8 straight games right now. Talk about fun to watch. Putting together a single here, a double there, doing all the things you need to do to keep this streak alive.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. The 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here it comes, 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike, 2-1 now.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Batting 4th, the third baseman.
Here's Nolan Aronado, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
Fantastic season all the way around. Not only did this guy just get on base by base hits, but he also leads the league in slugging percentage, so he's up there doing a lot of damage.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Dahl at second. Blackmon at first. 1 gone. And he falls behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No ball, one strike.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Bellinger, a native of Arizona. He was a fourth-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Muncie.
Next up is Max Muncie. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 27 homers and 86 RBIs. One and one to the Dodgers first baseman.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 2-1. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but three fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 1-0 delivery. This is line to left. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
So stepping in, Joey Gallo. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
Well, he's right in the prime of his career, and clearly that is resulting in big things for him.
from the stretch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
He waits, now the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
The 0-2 delivery. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Now at the plate, Will Smith comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. No score here as we play inning number 2. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He has to be greedy, working the outside of this strike zone. He cannot allow this guy to get back in this count, especially with the pitcher on deck.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it on to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Daniel Murphy steps in now as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
First baseman, Daniel Murphy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
At the plate now, Raimel Tapia. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 281 the average entering play. 1 home run and 23 driven in. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit to short. Taylor's got it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you.
Headset's coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
The umpires have upheld the call of out at first base.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and next to bat it'll be Chris Owings. First offering on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Betts. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping in, Julio Urias. 9, 1, and 2 due up.
The pitcher, Julio Urias.
First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Into the box now, Justin Turner looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1-0 the count. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Skied into straightaway right. Blackmon is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to hit next it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor. Here's the first pitch to him. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Rockies ready to bat in the third inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The catcher, John Nunez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Dom Nunez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And he drops it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. At the plate, Kyle Freeland. A textbook sack bunt situation here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the left fielder, David Dahl.
Digging in to try it again, David Dahl, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And he lays off there, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gallo will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And in to hit next, the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Count is 1-2 now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A 1-2 pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Rockies strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Time now for the Rockies Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 players making some noise in the upper minors. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Tapia's in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The first baseman, number 17, Max Muncie.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big bat of Max Muncie. First pitch of the at-bat. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Grounded weakly toward third. Arenado with the bare hand. Not in time. Nearly a remarkable play, but score at a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away.
That's one of those do-or-die plays right there, D-Road. Good job there by the third baseman to get it. Has to do that bare hand. That was a strong throw to first base, but just not in time for an infield single.
Yeah, Dan, you practiced this one in spring training, the bare hand from the third baseman. It's not easy. Again, all your momentum's going towards home plate, and you try and find a way to redirect that ball to first base. One of the best in the business, but even he couldn't stop it from being an infield single.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Seager, a 25-year-old, is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of how I was raised. I came up as a shortstop, and everyone thinks you could just go over to second base, seamless transition. Not the case. It kind of feels like you're stepping on a different part of the earth right there. Everything's happening at way different angles. Turning a double play at second base becomes a real focal point and stuff you have to work on. Shortstop, the angles are all moving in front of you, all moving towards first base. This is interesting.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
This pitch is popped up. And he'll reach over his head to make the play. And a sparkling play it was to end the inning. Dodgers leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in, Charlie Blackmon reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
Charlie Blackmon.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
No ball. 1 strike.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field. Racing back, the right fielder to the track. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 23 for him thus far, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Aronado.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Aronado.
First delivery to him on the way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Here's Daniel Murphy now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, fly ball, Tapia.
Stepping up now, Raimel Tapia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And this is low, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a ball hit hard toward first. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Here's Chris Owings now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Comes set, the 0-1. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Hit in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. And the inning is over. Rockies are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Joey Gallo is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Lifted in the air to center field. On the run is Tapia. He's there and records the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there they're just one place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Next up for Los Angeles, Will Smith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one. The 1-2. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Julio Urias. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
It's amazing, I tell you. This guy's been absolutely cruising. The pitcher comes to the plate. You're thinking it's an easy out. You lose focus, let your guard down for a second. And now he's got a 3-ball count.
Grounded weakly to the right side. He's got it. Throw to Murphy. He'll take care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still trail 1-0. Ready now, Dom Nunez. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
Dom Nunez.
Now here it comes.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there. He's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
In now, Kyle Freeland. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. And it's fouled away. And now a pitch on the way. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
Left fielder, David Dahl.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, David Dahl. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts has a read on it, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Standing in, Justin Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Justin Turner.
First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready once again, Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. That's by him for strike one. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
One out, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So two gone now for the Dodgers in the sixth. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. Fastball swung on and missed.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Fouled off. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Trevor Story.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
First offering on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0. Grounded to short. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
And that'll bring in Nolan Aronado, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Muncie, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, but they're up 1-0. So here's Cody Bellinger. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And now a pitch on the way.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger, number 14 on the season, and the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
The batter, the first baseman.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncie, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Corey Seager.
At the plate, Corey Seager. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Certainly did his job here this afternoon, but he'll have nothing to show for it, as he'll be credited with a no decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 47, Jay Passer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Joey Gallo now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Dodgers are able to tie things up on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. All even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Scott Alexander will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jock Peterson is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 31.
So coming to the plate, Daniel Murphy. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's the ball. 1-0.
A ball and a strike. Alexander has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, drive ball, Tapia.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Raimel Tapia, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. One out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Chris Owings. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Owings brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Score remains deadlocked at 1. So digging in now, Will Smith.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. And it's fouled away. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. Both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Digging in, Jock Peterson. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now here's the pitch. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will track it down. It's 1-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Carlos Estevez gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. He's set and the pitch. Estevez has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled off. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Stays alive, still 0-2. Here it is. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. 1 left for L.A. Still tied 1 apiece. A.J. Pollock takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning.
Now playing left field, number 11.
Coming to the plate now, Dom Nunez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Leading off for the Rockies, the catcher,
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Elias Diaz will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Diaz.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the left fielder, David Dahl.
David Dahl to the plate now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
Oh.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Score remains tied 1-1. Scott Oberg will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Here's Mookie Betts. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Mookie Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. The 0-1 pitch. High and deep to right center. Blackmon's after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now back, the 17th, Cody Bellinger.
Digging in and looking for more, Cody Bellinger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oberg, 30 years of age. He was selected in the 15th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
At the plate, Max Muncie, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 0-1. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Here's Corey Seager. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Well hit to right. But a foul ball.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Matt Beatty will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 45, Matt Beatty.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1 offering. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Here's the 1-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Giving chase is Tapia. He can't get there as it falls in. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And it's fouled away. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Rockies 1. Kenley Jansen is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the
Number
ninth.
74, Kenley Jansen.
Standing in, Trevor Story. He'll lead it off against Jansen, who tries to close the door in this one.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by one at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Rockies down to their final out now. And that'll bring in Nolan Aronado. He's ready. Here's the first offering. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Jansen's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Dodgers post road win number 40 on the year. Scott Alexander earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Kenley Jansen earns the save out of the bullpen, his 43rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Rockies, 1 run on 3 hits, no
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Rockies are in second place in the NL West, 4.5 games back. And the Dodgers are atop the division. They have a 4.5 game cushion. The D-backs pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-0. Heading into the day, the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race, while the Giants are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Padres combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the visiting Nats 6-4. As of today, the Padres are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Nationals sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, they trail by 8.5 games. The Braves racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-2. At the start of the day, the Phillies are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Braves are atop the division, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of second. Harrison Bader scored 3 runs overall as the Cardinals beat their rival Cubs 4-3. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. As of right now, the Cubs sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They're 17.5 games out of first. And the Cardinals are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Anthony Rizzo had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 8-1. Heading into the day, the Brewers sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division, 1 game ahead of second. And the Reds are 2nd in the division, 1 game out of first. The Miami Marlins put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Marlins sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Blue Jays held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 1-0. At the start of the day, the Yankees sit in 1st place in the American League Eastern Division, a sizable 7 games ahead of second. And the Blue Jays are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Boston Red Sox finished off the 4-game sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 3-1. The win was their 6th straight as a team. In the standings, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Red Sox are 2nd in the division. They're 7 games back. The Kansas City Royals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Indians 2-1. As of right now, the Royals are in 3rd place in the AL Central, 16 games out of first. And the Indians are atop the division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Minnesota Twins earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Tigers 10-7. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. As of today, place in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. And the Tigers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Julio Teheran collected the victory in his 12th win as the Angels got past the Rays 4-2. Entering the day's action, the Angels are in 1st place in the AL West, 4 games up, while the Rays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mets combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-4. Heading into the day, the A's sit in 2nd place in the American League West, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. And the Mets are in 3rd place in the NL East. They're 17.5 games out of first. Reynaldo Lopez earned win number 7 this season as the Chi Sox took care of the Mariners 7-3. At the start of the day, the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the White Sox are in 4th place in the AL Central, 17 games out of first. The Houston Astros knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 8-2. As of today, the Astros sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 11 games out of first. And the Rangers are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.